Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals. Travis Shaw, with the season coming to a close, the senior circuit's leading hitter makes his case for a batting title. Next. Luke Weaver is on the mound for the Cardinals. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Lorenzo Cain. He'll get us started in this one.
Leading off for the Brewers, the center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
He's ready.
Cain.
Here's the first offering. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 22, Christian.
In is Christian Yelich. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. First offering on its way, and he fouls this one off. Cain gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Dan Plesac, who are you focused
the first
on?
baseman, number
Look out
8,
for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. He's hitting over 350 in road games coming into this one, and it just seems like he comes ready to play. Maybe he really likes sleeping in hotels, or maybe he thrives off taking it to the home crowd. But whatever it is, it's working this year.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
Hot all season long. Needs to pick the pace up, though. Second right now in average in the league.
I agree with you, Dan. He's going to get hot if he wants to chase down this coveted batting title. He's got to find a way to not chase the numbers and trust the process each time he steps in the box.
The 0-1 pitch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Bader is after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. As a look, now the pitch.
Nope.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Now a drive by Cruz. Deep left field. Alvarez retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves one. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Zach Davies is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink, has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight changeup. He needs all 4 of his pitches, not overpowering. You'll know if he's on early, he'll be throwing a lot of ground balls.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 4th. First pitch on its way. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams. Not to lose focus at this point of the year. To keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, winner go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone. Swung on and missed.
Hey, that 2-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there. Setting the table for the big boys.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll be back in standing up. So that brings in the power hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. No balls and a strike to count. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Garcia, base runner at first with 1 out. Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Ready with the 1-2. Fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pretty textbook baseball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. Here's Jed Jerko now. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Yelich will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Redbirds are turned away in the first. We're on to the second from St. Louis. Scoreless on the show. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw.
Leading off for
Kept his
Milwaukee,
average up in recent games.
Baseman.
The competition has been fierce, but so far he's managed to fend off all comers in pursuit of a batting title.
And if you're going to win a batting title, you wouldn't want it any other way. You don't want somebody to go in a massive slump and fall off the map. This is going to be a race to the end. Two guys fighting it out, and who's going to have the best finish to the season?
The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And you can already tell he's got his sights set on a batting title with a batting average of over 400 in his last 10 games here in September.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point, not giving any at-bats away. He's swinging a hot bat and making a strong push to end the season and put that batting title belt around his waist. So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. First pitch of the at-bat. And this will be fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. So we'll check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
Chases out of his zone for strike 3, and that's the third out of the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding in, Matt Carpenter. He's set to lead off the whole half of the second.
The first baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Curveball.
Ball
and that
one, no
misses
strike.
in the dirt for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Pulled toward right center field. Kane is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at catcher Wellington Castillo, putting the digits down, massaging this pitching staff through the game, and one of the above average arms when guys try to steal on him.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Not the best changeup there, an easy take. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Stepping in now, Jordan Alvarez. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And Kane will make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping into the box, Wellington Castillo. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
In now, Zach Davies. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play. But one's all they'll get as he's back in safely at second.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Kane.
In now is Lorenzo Kane. He singled to open up the ball game.
First at bat, this guy hit a pretty good pitch, a changeup, and he hit it hard for a base hit. We'll see if he's going up looking for something soft here in his second at bat.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Casilla leads off second with one gone in the inning. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. The 1-1 misses. Ball 2. The 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fowler has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Yelich. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. This is pulled into right. Fowler is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Brewers strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Fleet Zach. Matt Vasgersian here as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off.
Molina.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Popped him up. Shaw is there for it. Makes the play. 1 away. So with 1 away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. In now, Luke Weaver, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Here comes the first pitch. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike. So far on the year, Weaver is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. And
I got a ball, one
curveball
strike.
that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yelich is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Ready for another chance? Dexter Fowler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Bottom part.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Now a big looping curveball in there for strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Seared down the first baseline. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan Braun
Leading off for the
comes
Brewers,
into this at-bat 0
the
for
first
1 in the
baseman,
ball
number
game.
8.
This game is rolling
Ryan
right along as we move
Braun.
into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. Just foul.
That ball's foul.
And now a pitch on the way. Fouled off. The next 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
That was a
Now
good
batting,
job tying
right
him
fielder,
up inside on that strikeout
Nelson
pitch. It wasn't
Cruz.
even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box, Nelson Cruz. As the first pitch to him is in there for a
0-1's
called
the
strike
count.
1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Swing and a little blooper to center. DeYoung backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw. And he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 0-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak.
The second baseman.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch, and it's fouled away. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Shaw is off at first with 2 away. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1 on to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Stepping in, Greg Garcia. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Greg Garcia.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion. At this point in the season, it's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Stepping in now, Paul DeYoung. Line towards center field. King is there, 2 gone.
Now
he got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Here's Jed Jerko now.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? Around first, digging for 2. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know about that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Carpenter enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud of. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
The 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger reverted following the two-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. Over 90% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch. And given their lack of run production, that approach clearly isn't working. He said adjustment number one has to be to allow the at-bats to develop and look for good pitches to hit in deeper counts, where they will hopefully have more of an advantage over the pitcher.
Leading off for Milwaukee.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Orlando Arcia.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and he gets the inning started to left field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Orlando Arcia with a solo shot. 19th home run for him on the season. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo.
As
he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in, Zach Davies. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used. Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only is he throwing the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. First offering on its way. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
1-0.
Davies stands at first with 1 out. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. There's 1. He'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
In now, Christian Yelich. Drives it out to deep right center field. Bader going back on it, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Digging in now for the Brewers, Ryan Braun. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. But the Brewers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Here's the first pitch to him. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in a philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run the barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball. I guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
So digging in now, Jordan Alvarez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Look over to first, and he's back in standing. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. It looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. There to take it is Cruz, and that's the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. In there, a base hit. Throw into second. The tying run comes all the way around from first to score.
He was not messing around in that at-bat.
Now
looking for a first-pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and driving a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Standing in now, Luke Weaver, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hasn't used it yet this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box now, Dexter Fowler.
Nope, that's a ball.
He'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1,
0
no
for 2
strike.
from him so far in this one. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. The 1-1. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cardinals get 1 in the inning thanks to Yadier Molina. We're through 5 innings here tonight. All even now at 1-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nelson Cruz. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First offering on its way. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push him, pull the throttle a little bit, throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
The windup and the 0-1. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer with that one. It's 1-2.
But there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Cruz is retired, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now at the plate, Travis Shaw. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
So striding forward now, Mike Moustakas. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. Here's the 0-1. Not
One ball,
close
one
with
strike.
the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong in at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Stepping up now, Greg Garcia. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play.
Greg Garcia.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Garcia has it. And that's out number 1.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time. And that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in, Paul DeYoung. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Chased after that one, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, I don't care that that pitch didn't light up the radar gun. 89 miles an hour executed two-seamer is almost unhittable.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jed Jerko. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cardinals.
In there, strike 1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Shaw is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Next for Milwaukee, Orlando Arcia. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Alvarez has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
So coming to the plate, Wellington Castillo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That's over,
one ball,
but
one
low.
strike.
It's a ball and a strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. Alvarez will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Zach Davies. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
1-2 to the Brewers pitcher.
2 strikes.
Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Infielders are called the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up and he couldn't recover in time.
Into the box, Lorenzo Cain. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. On the first, and this will remain. High ball game. The inning is over. The Brewers strand 1. Still tied 1 apiece. Stepping into the box, Matt Carpenter. No hits to this point.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes.
Inside.
Well, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Fouled off. The 1-2. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Well, pitching domination continues.
Now
just
batting.
a total of 2 runs on the board. So both of the starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
In now, Harrison Bader. And he puts it on the ground to second. Fielded by Moustakas. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle. And he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
At the plate, Jordan Alvarez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. So watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Kane is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One left for the Cardinals. Score remains tied 1-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
Your attention, please.
Summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the
Louis.
8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 91. Now playing left field and batting 9, number 23.
At the plate, Christian Yelich. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Leading off for the Brewers,
first pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Christian
lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bader moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
2 very well-pitched games thus far.
Nelson
there you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ball game. Things have been tight throughout. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nelson Cruz, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Here comes the first pitch. To third. To his left, Garcia. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Into the box, Marcell Ozuna. He's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. Yelich is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Standing in now, Dexter Fowler. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Hard hit ball to short. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. Fowler around second. He's headed for third. Fowler takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, the home fans are rubbing that inside the park. It looked like he was putting a piano around his back, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Stepping in now, Greg Garcia. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Line drive to left. Oh, and he misses it. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Settling in now, Paul DeYoung. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Line hard into left. Well, this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Brewers 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
takes the ball now in inning number 9,
now
looking to close
for
the door.
Cardinals, number 64.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw will try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Tough task ahead here.
Leading off from Milwaukee,
one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
First pitch on its way. Bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Fowler has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Brewers down to their final out now. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Eric Thames will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 7, Eric Thames.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bader on the move. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year, so they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Cardinals came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Hudson earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Zach Davies pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Valhalla wraps it up with a save, his 42nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watkey, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.